I have so much stuff to talk about, so I think I'm just gonna drink my coffee. Does this bother anyone? Like, my shirt being like not normal. Hello my YouTube beauties, welcome back to my channel. I am doing my favorites of 2015. This is everything I've been loving in 2015 through highlighters, primers, foundations, eyeshadows, palettes, skincare, anything under that category. I don't really have any hair care products. Let's just jump right into it. First, I'm going to jump into primers. I have two to share for you guys. First is the Smashbox Photofinish Primer Water, and you can see that I am well past halfway done with this guy. And I know that this is technically more for drier skin, but this is probably one of the first primers I started using in 2015 that got me really into the other primers that I've tried out in 2015. The second one is the Benefit Porefessional, and I love this. This is definitely great for any smoothing of like your T-zone, just to kind of even things out. And I do have a rather uneven, like I struggle with some redness and some texture issues, so this is really great to prime your face with. Next, I do have two foundations to share with you guys. The first one is the Smashbox Camera Ready BB Water. And I got this during the summer, and this is definitely my summer shade. I love this. It is a light formula, so it's not too cakey. It's almost like water. You're literally putting water on your face. It just with like a little bit of pigment, and this is kind of how it comes out. It's like a little dropper thing. This is great. It glides on easily. It doesn't cake up because of the consistency that it is, and this is just one that I found myself going back to throughout the year. The second one is my holy grail. Wow, I don't know why I lived without this ever. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Makeup. I am in the shade Desert Beige. This is my winter shade, so I've been wearing this non-stop. It does not budge. Like, this does not cake up on my skin. I have never had a foundation that I love this much. The squeaks in this house are ridiculous. In order to apply those foundations, I have been loving this Real Techniques Beauty Complexion Sponge. I tried this before I tried the Beauty Blender, and to me, this is better. This is a lot more firm and not as like squishy as the Beauty Blender is. Don't get me wrong, I love both of them, but I love this edge because you can just get right, like you just pat into your skin and it just makes it a little easier to apply your foundation. The next thing I'm going to talk about is brushes real quick. This is probably my favorite brush out of the entire year ever, and it is the Morphe M527, and there are a lot of people out there talking about this brush, and it's for good reason. This brush is beautiful. It applies product like nothing else that I've ever used. It is a domed shaped brush. It kind of fans out and then comes to a point. So it's really great to like, even though that this is not technically a contour brush, you could totally contour with it because it does come to a little point at the top to where you can get right in the hollows of your cheeks and then just blend out the rest of your bronzer. Okay, next is the Kat Von D Shade and Light brush. I got this mainly for this side of the brush. It does come with two different sides. One's more of like a contour type of brush, and I do enjoy this. I find it a little flimsy for a contouring brush because I don't want to be like this and like, do you see what I'm saying? I don't want my contour to like go up and not be precise. And so I'm not a big fan of this end. But this, to set your under eye, it gets right up in there because it is tapered and it's like more of like a domed type of brush. Really great for setting underneath your eye with any powder after you've done your concealer. The next brush is the Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86 brush. You can tell how much I've used this because the lettering is coming off of the brush. This is great also for concealer because it is more of a domed. Can you see this is like a trend? I like domed brushes. It's great because it gets right underneath your eye, and it looks a little bit big and like clunky for a for a concealer brush, but it really does get right up in there and it's so soft. Side note, I do need to wash my brushes. The next one is the Sigma Flat Kabuki F80. This was my kind of like tried and true foundation brush before I started using the Real Techniques sponge. This is a flat kabuki brush, as you can see, and it's just great because I feel like the brush head is not too big and not too small, but it does cover amount of your face pretty well. Last two are eye brushes. This is the Sigma Tapered Blending E40 brush. This is great because it is a blending brush and it is tapered. It's domed. This is great for like blending out your crease or even placing your crease. If you don't have hooded eyes, I just poked myself. This is a great blending brush for people who do not have hooded eyes. I tend to have, I don't know if you can see, a little bit of hooded eyes. This is great because it's going to be very precise about putting the product exactly where you want, and it's great for blending out eyeshadows in your crease. Last brush that I've been obsessed with is the Sigma Soft Focus Shader E52 brush, and this is what that one looks like. It is more of a bigger shader brush just because like it fits basically the entire like lid part of my eye, but this is great for placing product. It's nice and dense and it's a good brush. The next guy I have to talk about is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I'm sure this is not a surprise. This is the only brow product I've used. Next, I have these two eyeliners that really just have stuck out to me in 2015. These are the ones that I go back to constantly, and they've lasted me such a long time. One is the MAC NC15 and NW20 Studio Chromographic Pencil Crayon. And this is what this guy looks like. It does have the color of the eyeliner on the end, which I really appreciate. And it's just I don't know if you can tell, it's a very just neutral bone colored eyeliner, and so it's great to put in the waterline. It just opens your eyes, and it stays on for a long time, and I really like it. The next eyeliner pencil I have is from Marc Jacobs, and it's the Highliner, and I believe it's just called Blacquer, apparently is what it's called. It's just the only problem is this lid tends to get stuck stuck like glue on this. You end up like pulling at it for such a long time, but it is a retractable eyeliner pen. This is the only thing that stays on my waterline forever. Probably the eyeshadow formula that I've enjoyed the most out of 2015 has been the ColourPop eyeshadow. It is hard for me to enjoy these as much as I should because they suck at traveling. Like if you drop your bag that it's in at all, it breaks because the formula is so soft. So it's so hard for me when I'm traveling all the time to use these. I don't use them as often as I want to, but when I do use them, it's like, by the way, this is the ColourPop packaging. I use this so much that the ColourPop came off, but this is what it should look like. This and one other ColourPop shadow are probably my favorite. So this is, I heart this, and it is a pale champagne gold sparkly lid shade, and another thing I don't like about the ColourPop packaging is for some reason whenever you dip your finger into this eyeshadow shade, I feel the pan moving around in there. It's almost like it's not glued in all the way. So this is the second one that I absolutely love. It's called La La. It is a copper penny shade, and that's what this one looks like. It does look more copper on my hand. I don't know why, but this is, I heart this, and this is La La, and they're just so good. I love their metallic formulas a little bit more than like their shimmery ones or anything like that. I think they just show up a little bit better. The next eyeshadow formula that I love, and I only got these probably like 3 or 4 months ago, but these are up there. Oh my god, they're up there. These are the Kat Von D Metal Crush eyeshadows, and I have Doce and Synergy. So this is Doce, and this is Synergy. Formula is so buttery, you barely need to touch your hand in these eyeshadows, and the swatches are beautiful. Like, they're so pigmented. This is Doce and Synergy. Formula of these are brilliant. Good job, Kat Von D. The next eyeshadow product I have to talk about is the Maybelline Color Tattoo 24 Hour by Eye Studio. And this color in particular is my favorite. It's called Bad to the Bronze. And this is definitely more of a gel formula. Super buttery, super pigmented. It's just a very great all day color to wear, and they are more metallic than it looks like in the pan. So that is Bad to the Bronze. The next products I have to talk about are from e.l.f. and they're the long-lasting Lustrous eyeshadow. This one, these three in particular have been my favorites. This is called, I don't know what this is called. They don't have names. This is the white one, and I know this looks kind of, you can't even see it on camera. I know this looks kind of scary to put on your lid, but it's very sheer. If you put this on your lid and just put some like a brown or like a light brown in the crease and just put this on the lid, it really just adds some sparkle to your eyes, and it's not super pigmented. It's very sheer, as you can tell. So this is a product that I love wearing on days that I'm not going to wear too much makeup, just to add a little bit more shine to my eyes. The last single eyeshadows that I've been loving are the Makeup Forever artist eyeshadows, and I just got a little palette like this that I can just try them out. First of all, I love the size of these. They are like, I think they're like $22 each, but this together was maybe like 35 or 40. I don't know. You save some money if you get it in a palette. Like, how do I get these out? All right, well, I can't get these out. I'll have the two shades linked below. This one is definitely a more coppery brown shade, and this is a purple. You'd think it would be more purple looking at it in the pan, but it is more of a mauve shade. I do enjoy the formula. They are a little bit dry to me. One is definitely more metallic than the other one. This is the lower one, the coppery one, and this one is the purple one. So you can see has really great pigmentation. The consistency is a little bit more dry, but they still come off really well on the eyes. The two eyeshadow palettes that I have been loving this year has been, the first one is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Shadow Couture World Traveler palette, and this is what this one looks like. These guys are super neutral, but this is a pop of color right here, and then some more neutral, and this is just a really good black. I've been using these for like crazy. I've used I think this is called Pink Champagne, used this one the other day, and this one, and they're so easy to wear and blend out, and the consistency is kind of sort of beautiful. And I can just go through and swatch them really quick. The only thing with this palette is the consistency of the eyeshadows are different. Like the formulas, if they're shimmery or if they're metallic or if they're sparkly, they do have generally a different consistency, and sometimes it doesn't come off. The only thing with these eyeshadows is some of them are a different consistency than others. The formula is different, and so the matte shades, I've noticed the matte shades and the metallic shades come off very well, but the shimmery shades, so like what I'm talking about is like, I would consider this shimmery, and then these are like matte, and then these three are metallic. So these three tend to have the most color payoff, and these four as well. Then like this Spoiled, it's called Spoiled. This is more of a shimmery shade. It's not that fantastic. Like it really doesn't show up all that much. I was scared of this color for a long time, but then I tried it the other day and I was like, wow, okay, this is extremely wearable, and it's very similar to the Kathleen Lights Telepathy colors. The second palette that I've enjoyed the most is the Naked Urban Decay Smoky palette, and I got this as a present from my boyfriend, so good job, Chris. And there goes the brush. These are the colors that they come in. It is a pink champagne, and then these are all very shimmery, and then we have some more matte dark colors, and then extreme matte neutral colors. I really enjoy this palette. It has a lot to offer color-wise and finish-wise, and yeah, just really liked it. I have two blushes that I've been obsessed with this year. One is I talked about it in my drugstore favorites video, the e.l.f. Blush and Jet Setter. I can't tell you how beautiful this is. I am a huge fan of this, and I will never stop using it. The second one is the Too Faced Love Flush Baby Love Blush, and this is just more of a neutral mauve color. The next two I have are the contour and bronze shades that I've been loving. Number one is Hoola by Benefit. I don't think I can ever find a better contour shade, just because this is so neutral and it's not too warm, not too cool, and it blends so easily. The next one is kind of new, but I have not been able to stop using it since I got it. Like, no kidding, every day I use this. And this is the Hourglass Ambient Luminous Bronze Light bronzer, and it looks like this, and this is expensive, so don't take this as me telling you to go buy it. If you have the money to spend, go ahead and buy it because it's beautiful. But this is probably the best bronzing formula that I've ever tried. It blends beautifully. I have it on today, just like right in this area on my temples and stuff. This is such a great shade for bronzing, and it goes on so easily. It blends amazing. We're nearing the end, people. We see the light. For me, this was the year of highlighters. I had no clue what highlighters were 2 years ago. This year was highlight heaven for me. This is the first highlighter purchase that I did get, and it's MAC Soft and Gentle. You cannot go wrong with this. It is a baked formula. This is a little bit more of a shimmery highlight. It adds a nice glow to the skin. And that's it right there. This does have a lot of sparkle in it, so if you're not a sparkle person when it comes to highlighters, you might not like it. But from what I hear, everyone loves this highlight. Like, everyone. The second highlighter that I do have is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors, and I know this is probably going to be in everyone's 2015 favorites for a reason. This is probably my favorite one. It's called Moonstone, and it does look super pale on camera. It's like you're putting your finger in butter. Like, look how freaking intense that is. I mean, I cannot get over how beautiful this is. It is definitely more for a lighter skin tone. The second one I've been loving is Champagne Pop, and that's really up there with Moonstone. Moonstone, I think, looks a little better on my skin tone because I am more fair. So for my fair girls, Moonstone's going to be the one for you. Or Pearl, because Pearl just came out, and that's for, I think, really pale skin tones. It's really going to look good. But this is Champagne Pop. So this is Moonstone, and this is Champagne Pop. They are both very metallic and just beautiful and super intense. I'm someone who really likes an intense highlight. I mean, can you tell? Next are the lip colors that I've been loving. This formula is probably my number one. These are the NARS Velvet Matte Lip Pencils, and I have one in Valkyrie and Mysterious Red. One of them reminds me of the Lolita 2 that's coming out, or that is out. This is Valkyrie, and this is Mysterious Red. The next one I have is the Too Faced Melted Liquefied Longwear Lipstick. I do like the packaging for this. This is this one. It's very dark and mauve, similar to the NARS Valkyrie. I love this formula, and it stays on my lips a long time. And the NARS ones, oh my gosh, I can't get those off at the end of the day. The last lip products I have are the e.l.f. Matte Lip Colors in Tea Rose and Natural, and these, I'm wearing Tea Rose on my lips right now. I think it's very simple packaging, and it's retractable, which is awesome. This one is Natural, and this one is Tea Rose, and I love these. They stay on my lips for a very long time, and they're not super drying, and I just think these colors are so pretty. This is the Health and Beauty Aztec Secret Indian Healing Clay. World's most powerful facial. 100% natural calcium bentonite clay. It comes in this big tub, so it's just powder, and you mix it either with water. If you want it to be a little bit more intense, you mix it with apple cider vinegar and make sure it's the organic kind. Funny story, my mom was asking why apple cider vinegar was in the bathroom, and she's like, what are you doing with apple cider vinegar in the bathroom? Like, why is it in there? And I'm like, oh, I just use it for a mask. And she's like, but it makes sense when you try it. And I got this on iHerb.com. It was like $5. The second one is the Micro Delivery Exfoliating Wash, and this is by Philosophy. It is more of a finely milled exfoliating scrub, and so it's great for every single day. Yeah, I love this. You could actually use this as your like cleanser every single day if you wanted to. So this is the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Gel, and I use this as my daily moisturizer. This mattifies your face. Like, I have not been nearly as oily as I normally am because of this. I've been loving this, and it's super lightweight and it sinks into your skin like crazy. All right, last product I had to talk about is the Body Shop Vitamin E Overnight Serum in Oil, and it says it's supposed to replenish and recharge moisture, which for people who are oily, you think that you want to get rid of the oil, and so you think you try things to dry your skin out. It's so oily because your skin is trying to make up for that lost moisture, and so people with oily skin think it's bad to put like a oil or something that's super hydrating on your face, but really you're just replenishing your what your skin needs so that in turn you won't be as oily. I wake up in the morning and I have awesome makeup days whenever I use this the night before. That is all I have for you. I'm sure this video is like 8 hours long. If you liked this kind of video, give it a thumbs up. If you made it to the end, also give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate you watching. Thank you so much for being with me through 2015. I'm really looking forward to what 2016 brings, and I'm gonna get a new camera here in 2016, so I'm very excited about that. The next video that I film, I'll have a new camera. And hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!